Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm so happy you stopped by. Today I'm going to be planning in my work classic dashboard for the week of April 7th to April 13th. And I have chosen Spring Things by Cassthetic Plans. This is a 2024 book. The last time I was on her website, I think it was still available. It is a beautiful book. This is the book that if you saw my video where I used the daisies, they came out of this book. Today, I am going to use these gardens and butterflies. I think these are beautiful. I love the colors, the blues and the yellows. So Cassie gives us a page on paper and then an identical page on clear. I'm going to be using the paper stickers today just so I don't have to white out any words. So we have two sets of decor. We have three. Oh, we have three. And then we get some boxes and bullet points, and then we get some clusters, which I probably won't use. I would use these in my vertical, but I probably won't use these in my dashboard. Maybe something tiny like that, but I doubt it. And then we get one little piece of one little floral cluster there in the corner. Both of these are obviously on paper because you're going to be writing in your boxes. So I think what I want to start with is this big garden entrance. And I'm going to put it right down here. I'm going to drop it right smack in the middle. This is a massive sticker. It's crooked, but I'm not going to try to pull it up because I have the feeling it won't come up. And then I'm going to take this little blue butterfly and use him to cover up the notes. She had it paired with this little black butterfly. Oh, he'll cover up notes too. Well, let's actually... I'm going to drop the blue one in right here. And I'm going to put the black one here where he was on the page because I liked the way that looked. Okay. Then on this side, we've got this really pretty garden gate with these yellow flowers all around it. I'm going to drop that in here on a weekend. Let's see, do I want... There's a house in here. And I'm wondering if I want that house. I don't think I have room. I might. I don't really have anything going on Friday that I'm aware of. Let me grab my monthly and just make sure. I might be on PTO Friday. I will probably be on PTO Friday because my kiddo has his field study. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to drop this house in on this side. gotta drop this gate, this little garden gate in right here with it. Oh, please don't stick. I'm gonna scoot it as close to the house as I can get it without actually putting it over the any of the decor for the house. I just wanted it to kind of go over the offset. We'll trim this up and we'll punch these. This punch is so big and my hands are so not. I have trouble holding on to it sometimes. I mean, it's way bigger than my hand. Okay. I'm gonna empty that real quick because it was sort of popped out. I'll put that there to throw away. All right. Okay, I like the way this looks. I love this. I think what I'm gonna do, I don't care that it doesn't say Sunday, but I do care that this offset is covering up just a little piece of the 3. So I'm just gonna cut that out so that whole 13 is showing. And I'm gonna grab, I think this corner piece. Put it up here. Don't want it there. No, because that'll cover it Monday. I'm gonna put it here. And then I'm gonna take these butterflies. Cut off the smallest ones. Drop these butterflies in here. And then take the itty bitty tiny ones. And just move them over to this side of the bigger ones. What is that? That is really odd. That's like a half butterfly, half dust, it looks like. Okay, let's get some function in here. On the 10th, I have a report due. So I'm gonna grab a box for that. I think I'm gonna use, let's see, that is the only box I need. You know what? I'm just gonna, I'll use my bullet point So I do a bullet point for my priority for every day. And I'll just put that report on my bullet point instead of in a box, since it's the only box I need and I don't want to just add extra boxes in. So on Wednesday, I'll have 2 bullet points because I have my one-on-ones with 2 of the people that I support. The other one is out of town. So I'll put 2 on Wednesday, and then every other day just gets 1 for the priority of the day. And I'm hoping, since he is out of town, I think he's out of town for like 2 weeks, and I'll be down to just 2 people. I'm hoping that I'll have a little bit of quiet time. I'm gonna grab, I think, that's too close to that. Let's grab, I want to see if this cluster of butterflies will fit in here, and it won't. But they'll fit there. I kind of don't want to take them off the page though. So instead of doing that, I'm wishing we had just a little more floral pieces to choose from. There's not a whole lot of florals in here. There's these that have the lavender in them, but I want to save those because that is the only thing that has lavender in it. So I kind of want to save it. So that brings me back to then here. I'm going to take this little piece I don't like that. I don't like that either. Nope. Oh, there's a little bitty, itty bitty tiny butterfly that I just uncovered when I started pulling this paper off. He's so tiny. I like to pull the backing off so that if I'm sticking stickers back, I don't have to worry about where I'm sticking them, especially the paper. Because if you get it off, then your sticker sticks to the paper, and it's not good. So I think I'm going to put a quote in here. I've got my little hodgepodge stack of spring quotes. I've got "Spring makes life pretty" that I want to use. And I thought about springtime as the land awakening. And then I also have, well, there's spring is in the air. That might be a pretty one for there. And there's this one in Seasonal Quotes by Cassthetic Plan that I found. That made me, it felt like butterflies, and now I'm not seeing it. Well, where did it go? Okay. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time looking for it because I've got spring is in the air here. And I'm going to drop that in right here. Because spring is in the air around here. At least, well, it was last week. Now it's gotten a little chilly, but that happens, right? You get your little cold snaps when certain things bloom. And then I want to do, I want spring makes life pretty somewhere. I think I might put it here and then put a box here, or put it here in a box underneath it. Oh, I wasn't going to do boxes. So let's wipe this out. And I am using a big whiteout shake and squeeze correction pen because I feel like it matches the paper better. It also dries faster than some of the other oh, there was another quote. Failing to plan is planning to fail. I could put that in here. I don't know. It may not be big enough. So there's that, or there's spring makes life pretty. You know what? I think I'm gonna do spring makes life pretty. And I'm gonna put this one that I was kind of hemming and hawing over on top of the line. And then I'm gonna put spring makes life pretty underneath it. If I can get it down straight. Kind of box that in a little bit, and then I'm just going to cut off this tiniest little bit that's over the punch. And maybe some butterflies in there, and then I guess I'll put some butterflies kind of flying up here. But I don't want to use that cluster that I had originally pulled off. So let's go back to this page that I've used practically everything of. I'm going to rip it out. And grab these last 4 butterflies off of it. Oh no. You're gonna have to do some sticker surgery. All right, so I love that one. And then we'll put one here. And we'll put this little guy maybe flying off the page. Haha. See, you can turn accidents into pretty planners. We'll just cut his rough edges off. And no one will be any wiser. And then, oh, he's the exact same butterfly as him. We got this little bitty tiny guy. Look how tiny he is. Put him up here with him. And we'll put this one here. Actually, I'm going to leave that in case I need to write something in there. Because, you know, this is my work planner and it should be functional. Let's see if this one will come up. This is actual Happy Planner paper, so it should. Their paper releases better than print it yourself paper. So I'm gonna drop him here. And we'll put this little guy up here with this one and that one. Really coming in so he can swoop around with these two. And I'm gonna cut that offset off around 2. Cut my page. I did. I cut my page. I haven't done that in ages. Okay. I think I probably am getting close to needing to be done. Because, again, this is my work planner and it does need to be functional. So, I take a look at these butterflies and I think they're kind of all the same. There are these really dark blue ones. Really, really pretty. But I think we're gonna call this a spread. We used a whole sticker sheet. Yay! It's always the goal, right? Is to use your stickers. I'm getting better about that. There was a time when I would have cut things in half, and I would have done everything I could to really make my stickers go as far as possible. And because I did that, I have a huge stash. Because you get enough stickers in one book, just one collection even, to do multiple spreads. And if you know, once you get a couple of books, that's it. You got a stash going. And unless you don't buy any books, once you get that stash going, that's it. I've got books back from, well, I've got Happy Planner books back from 2019, but I've got Small Shop stickers back from, I think, 2021. Okay. I really like this. I love butterflies. I think they are, I don't know, there's something so happy about butterflies to me. So I'm really, really loving this spread. Thank you for hanging out with me today while I put this spread together. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. That lets the YouTube algorithm and me know that this is content that you want to see more of. And if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you see when I drop new videos. I try to put content out on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And then those are my weekly spreads. And then I'll drop 3 monthly spreads throughout the month. So again, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you want to know when those hit my channel. And I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your day. Hope you have a good week, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.